Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, you metalheads and you rockers, wherever you guys are located in this crazy world. As I keep on telling you, it's going to get crazier, but only you can do something to change that. Make music. That's the best thing you could do. I'm Al Ditton. I'm with Underground Noise Webzine. This is Webisode number 18. Tonight, I've got the pleasure of interviewing the band called Polymerase, and they're all the way from the Philippines, the first Philippines I'm interviewing. How's it going tonight, guys?
Yeah, awesome. I don't really know that we're the first one. We're the Filipino band that you'll be interviewing, and I think it's awesome that we're the first.
Yes, sir. The first question I would like to ask you, gentlemen, Vincent and also Gene, what is your local music scene like? Do you guys have a lot of bands over there in the Philippines?
Yes, I think I'm not really sure, but we have we have like this different scene here. If, for example, if you're involved in the metal scene, and if you like heavy metal and stuff, and sometimes they have like a specific genre or an event. For example, on this day they'll play hardcore in a different event, and then this different day they'll be playing doom metal. And actually, the scene is pretty active, and it depends on whatever music that you're trying to listen to, that you're gonna be involved in or be involved with. And usually it's different with the hardcore scene, and it's different with the metal scene. But I think but most of us young guys, we have this like a connection with them. We try to treat with respect for the other bands who play their kind of music. And I think, but it's pretty active here. How about Gino? I think Gino too is active with the underground scene here.
We do have a lot of scenes here, like mostly like technical death metal
Yes, yes.
and the metal
The metals.
and metalcore, hardcore. We do have a lot of those. We also have like mainstream. Some of the bands which were considered as underground bands is now crossing over to the mainstream. So, but the underground scene is still pretty much booming. So there are a lot of bands that are actually up and coming. But some of the much older stuff, or much older bands are crossing over to the mainstream. But the underground
Yes,
scene is pretty much a good
alive and kicking.
been taking. Yep.
Who came up with the band name?
I did. I mean, that was before when that's I think that around 2014. Hello. Around when I was still in school, because when I was studying in like way back in 2014, I think earlier that year. And we have this like a discussion in genetics. It's like we're discussing like the gene cycle, the central dogma of the genetic cycle. And then we're in that discussion wherein we're discussing the genetic sequence of the DNA, RNA. And then there's this enzyme that's called polymerase. And then it's like the one who will process the diversion, or the it's like he will that I mean that enzyme will like try to check or police the genetic sequence if the sequence will go wrong, and there's a problem with that enzyme. It's like a door. It's not like really a door. It's like the one who controls the process inside the cell. And I think as a that's why I named it, because as myself, parang I don't. It's like I need that. We all need that enzyme for us to so that our cell will not deteriorate, or it will not go into lead to cancer. So I think as a as the one who created, who borrowed that name, I think we need this. We need the band so that our lives will not degenerate. Or I don't know. It's probably that was like in my mind back then.
It's a really unique name. It stands out amongst a bunch of them. I was really surprised by the name of it. And I listened to you guys' album a couple days
Yes.
or so ago, and the song that stuck out to be my favorite was Space Carousel. What songs did
Oh,
you
awesome.
find to be your favorite?
I think for me it's probably The Sage or Evil Hand. Like for me is for example, if for me it's The Sage, probably because of like it's like about a certain. For me, it's how should I say this? Like I introspect within that music. It's like I'm not really philosophicalized or like I have like I thought of something and tried to reflect on myself regarding what kind of humans that will become or is a race that will be trying to move forward with what kind of ideas that we're trying to put inside with each other or something like that. Like, can we have this mindset to move forward as people or as a race or as an individual, and how should we do it? It's more of like a reflection for me. That's why I made that music. I mean that track.
Yeah, I figured I'd ask about that, but go ahead.
It's the Sage as well. For me, it's like a personal struggle. Our individual struggles and our everyday fight within ourselves, and then eventually like conquering everything and being victorious in the end. So, yep, the Sage.
Yeah, that's a good song too. I like that one as well. I listened to the whole thing, so those two definitely stood out to be really decent to me. I was like, wow, this is kind of like Pink Floyd meets Corrosion and Conformity and Thinning the Herd.
Awesome. That's wow. That's a good thing to hear. Like combining Pink Floyd and Corrosion of Conformity. I like,
Yeah, it kind of has like that,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
friction
Yep,
That
inside it. So
feel.
it's like boom, it just smacks you in the head a couple of times or so, grabs your attention and just keeps on pummeling it until you can't take anymore, you know. But I seen that you guys were described as stoner rock and also psychedelic rock. Is that the best way to describe you guys?
I think it's within the genre, and for me, it's mostly rock with a little bit of flavor of here and there. That's we try to call it stoner because um, we had like a previous tracks or previous work that because it's slower. That's why we called it stoner because it's slower. The it's not your typical beat like around 120 or more. It's less than 120 BPM, and if that's for us. That's why we call it stoner because it's slow and nothing more. Or and mostly it's if if the song structure is slow, we just call it stoner. But and also it also has that elements within that genre as well that that we make up to create that kind of music.
That's really cool. I didn't know if you guys were a bunch of stoners at first or not, because I don't know if pot's legal there in the Philippines.
Yeah, because you just don't want to tell it to the public.
Don't want to.
Yeah, because you know how it works here.
That's funny because it's legal in the States. It all depends on where you
Yes,
live,
yes,
really. Like Colorado, New Mexico, Alaska, New York,
yeah.
Mississippi. It's interesting, you know, it's just a good question, I guess. I don't know. um, my next question for you guys is what musical gear do you guys use to produce your sound? Like instrument wise, amp wise, stuff like that.
Mhm. I think for me, I recorded with that song with my Gibson Les Paul, and usually the amp that I use here is a PV amp, but it's only 40 watts. But it's different with a recording studio. So most of the times I use my Gibson Les Paul for I recorded that track. I mean that whole album with Gibson.
How long did
And actually,
sorry.
yes, I think the recording lasted for, I think we started the recording late 2021 and it was finished around mid 2022. And then we tried to, I tried to check over the internet and contact different labels who can release our music. And then after that, uh, what happened? Do we get disconnected?
No, 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 no. You're
No,
good.
you're still here. You're just frozen.
Oh, okay. Okay. And after that, around after we submitted to different labels, and thankfully some labels tried checking out our music, and then we released it with Electric Talon and and Slip Trick Records. And also here in we had I tried to contact a friend that will be distributing the album, and that would be by Bear Dance Records.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next question for you guys, as to how long it took to record the whole album. So you've already answered that for me by answering the previous question. So that's really neat, you know. What bands would you guys say influence you personally?
Taiji, about you.
Well, I listen to all genres of music. So, but most of the time I listen to heavier stuff. Like Suffocation, Revocation. I also listen to Cynic, and some hardcore stuff like Marauder, and also metalcores. And I'm a sucker for thrash metal, so basically Slayer, right? Slayer, Anthrax, other thrash outfits like Testament. So those are basically my playlists. What's on my playlist? I also listen to other stuff like Paradise Lost, Catatonia, some black metal in there. So I, I really listen to a lot of music. So like COC, Corrosion of Conformity. So,
Very good
Yeah.
choice.
so that's my my playing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said Suffocation. I love Suffocation. I interviewed Terrence Hobbs a couple of years or so ago.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my most popular interview. So shout out to Terrence.
Nice.
Love my dude. I don't know if he's watching, but if he's watching, hey man, you rule. I mean, the only other black man that I can think that shreds real good on the guitar would be Jimi Hendrix. And Terrence Hobbs and him could just pair
Yeah,
up and do a show
Hendrix.
together. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And for me, I think my playlist includes sleep, I'm usually listening. Currently, like previously now, before I started this interview, I'm just trying to play. No, actually, I have not really like a collection, but I have a small vinyl player and vinyl disc. What you call like vinyl for me. And I have like a couple of sleep vinyls and like a little bit of Black Sabbath and some other stuff, Doom stuff and other rock and roll.
That's
So
awesome.
usually I listen to like from like different range of music to help me inspire and probably create something for Polymerase. I just don't want to be like in a specific type of genre I don't know, because if I stick with that genre, I'll probably like sound the with the band that I'm trying to listen to, and I think for me it's I don't know, maybe I'll sound like that, or that doesn't suit for me if I ever try to create music, because I'll try to expound the boundaries or expound the musical ranges that I want to listen to and be inspired by that.
That's an excellent answer. I like that. What was your guys' reaction when you found out that Ozzy Osbourne retired?
It did. I don't haven't really check out the other. It's late. I haven't really check out Ozzy regarding his retirement, but I really wanna. Actually, I haven't seen Black Sabbath played live. It's one of my like checklists to see when I'm, because I don't know, probably by this year or mid part of this year I'll be in the US, and probably if I remember they have this like last year. When was that? Like the End of Times tour? I forgot. Like the last
Yeah,
the
he just recently
last time.
retired.
Yeah.
I was blown away, like, wow. I didn't think he was ever going to call it quits, but
Yeah, me too, man.
he's
It's
been
like
going on
Nah,
for
he
eons.
ate the bat, man.
I think he just needs to recover. I think that's the main reason why he's taking a break. I think because of the injury, and I think after he gets better and recovered 100%, I'm pretty sure he'll go back to touring. So
Well, if,
Yeah.
if he's got the energy of Mick Jagger running around on the stage like a teenager from high school, then hey, more power to you, Ozzy. Shout out to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy because there's so many bands out there. There's people that are either quitting or giving up on what they dreamed of doing for years. But at the same time, don't give up on your dream. You know,
Yeah.
live it out
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
fullest, make the best of it, and just keep going with it until you can't. That's what I usually have to tell people. Give them the best advice as much as possible. Life's too
Mhm.
short.
Yes.
do it
Yes.
when you still can.
Yes. Well, we still can. Yeah.
So, how did you guys end up meeting? Like, how did the band meet? Like, how did you guys start out?
Actually, Polymerase started way back, like 7 years ago, or I think around 2014, with my brother. We started like we tried to record it in my PC and tried to. I think it's different, not really the same type of music that we are playing today. That the first songs that we recorded as a Polymerase, because it has like when I tried creating riff before, it's not really sounded like Tool, but a little bit of Tool flavored riff. And although was that, but it got uh, destroyed, not really destroyed, but it got corrupted with the PC. But we were not able to recover those tracks. I think we recorded like 2 to 3 tracks before, and after that we got busy. I got busy with school. My brother got busy with his work, and it's only this pandemic that when pandemic started, when he said that he tried to contact me over the internet, over Facebook, and then he told me, hey, let's try to start the band again. And yeah, what? Because I'm not doing anything, and it's everything's locked up. Everything is not, I don't, like the whole world stopped at the start of the pandemic. So hey, maybe try to rekindle, or let's start the flame again of Polymerase. Then I tried creating riff, a little bit of here and there, and then I think I posted a uh, like a small like a video edit, like with my and I first recorded it with a software, a drum track, and I posted over Facebook, and then tried searching for a drummer who could play, and then although I think that was 2020, and then a friend, it's um, I think it's Francis who first who played drums for Polymerase, and then after that we recorded on Ostentatious, and then after that he went to the UK. So I tried searching for a drummer again, and then Siggy came in, but then he was not cannot fully commit with the band, and then after that he recorded like first three songs with the Dreams and Realities Part 1 album. Then after that, I tried I tried searching again over the internet, and I tried searching for drummers. And then after that, I really need to play the songs or the tracks on a live set. That's why I contacted Gino, and thankfully Gino was able to, because when I tried to contact him first, he was not. I think he was busy with his other bands. That's why I cannot also commit with Polymerase, and then it's not. It's up until now, and when I tried to contact him again, he's okay. His schedule are all okay. That's why he's our current drummer for this band. And our bassist, I think he's busy with his work too, and also he is involved with this other project as well. He's like he has a like a doom metal, post metal bands that he's working on with, and I think we'll be playing with them by March. They will be included in our set with our album launch around March. But we're still processing that, so I cannot really say, and I cannot really fully commit that 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 will be happening. But it's still in the work. It's in the work. So there.
Yeah, my next question for you guys would be, do you guys have any upcoming shows?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And we're cooking shows for next month. I mean, not yeah, because today's February, and by March I think we have cooking shows for the month of March, but still in the process of finalizing the bands and the venue. So we're not really posting it yet, but once it's done, once everything is set in, and once the cars are in on deck, or once everything sets in place, and we'll post it over our page.
That's very cool. I'll definitely have to check that
Yeah.
out when you guys post that.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. It sounds really exciting. That's for sure.
Yes, thanks, man.
You're very welcome. Gene, what kind of drums do you like to use?
Standard drums, but I'm using a 14 by 6.5 pearl snare to get that sound. So I like the sound of a big snare. And for cymbals, basically have the basic hats, 18, 16, and an 18-inch China, and a 20-inch ride. So basically, now that's it. For bass drum, the setup here is actually a bit different. I used to have a kit, but I actually sold it. So it will always depend on the equipment, on bars, and on studios. So I'm just particular with the snare sound and the cymbal. So that's it. So whatever the equipment is, or whatever the kit is, whatever is available on the venue, then I'll use it.
Hey, whatever can make that sound come out, keep it going, man.
Yep.
You guys have a very unique sound. Is there a type of distortion pedal that you like to use while you're writing your music, or is it just straight up through the amp itself?
Actually, yes. I think I use what I think it's Boss. I'm using like multi effects Boss 808. I think that's the effects that I'm using, and I also use Boss for I forgot the Boss 300 for a looper. Because I do sometimes loop uh, riffs for because I'm now I'm the only one who uses the guitar on our live set. So sometimes I use loop to play the track or to play the songs. And the effects that I'm using is Boss 8, I think 808, if I'm correct. Forgot my effect.
Yeah, some people have these huge giant pedal boards with a bunch of different pedals on it and think,
Yes.
how is it that you guys can concentrate on all those pedals at once when I just put in my cable and I just start jamming through the amp distortion? That's a lot of pedals.
Yeah,
I can only
it's
pedals on this one
it's really
dig.
hard to do. Like you're gonna try to press the distortion, then to press the delay, and then press the because there are a lot of pedal that you'll be pressing. For example, for us, because we need it like we need that ambient kind of background music and not like a backdrop ambient sound for us and to be able to play. I mean, sometimes it's really hard. Not really really hard, but you gotta do press the effect. I mean the distortion and then press the delay and then press the ambient sound and then stop it again. It's real, but I don't know. It's nice because you get to do like a little bit of leg exercise doing your doing a specific song.
I bet it takes a lot of practice to get that foot
Yes,
action.
yes.
Well, gentlemen, I've only got about 10 minutes left with you. Is there anything you would like to say to your fans that are out there?
Check out our music. Check out our music. Share it to your friends. If you like it, share it to your friends. Check it. I think Mr. 666 Doom posted it over his page. And check Electric Talon and the Slip Trick Records. Check Bearden's record if you're here in the Philippines. If you want to buy the CD, we don't have the vinyl copy yet. But if you like our music, and if you want to support us, buy the CD or play the music in your Spotify account, or play over YouTube. Share it to your friends, and that's it. I think. And thank you for the support. For those who will be supporting us.
You got it right here, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks for featuring us. Appreciate it.
Oh, you guys are welcome. I'm trying to think of another question before the time runs out. So, I mean, sometimes I've got a list of questions with me, and sometimes I got to prepare my head, and sometimes it's just like on the spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I really can't think of anything else to ask you guys. Do you have any last words for Underground Noise Webzine?
Thanks for the support. Yeah, man. Thanks for the support. And I hope you get
more power.
More power to Underground Noise Webzine.
Awesome. I do appreciate your guys' support as well.
Yep. Thanks, man. Thanks for featuring us. And again, more power.
Yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate it too, man. Well, everybody, this has been Webisode number 80. If you're new to my channel, I suggested and I totally encourage that you subscribe to it. Check out Polymerase on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, whatever other social platform that they're on. I think these guys kick ass, and I think they're going to keep on doing it as the time progresses. So check them out and subscribe to their YouTube channel. I'll be happy that you did. I'm sure they'll like that as well. So, hey, keep your horns up, support the underground, support Polymerase, support Underground Noise Webzine, support your local music scene, and stay the fuck out of trouble, people. It's not worth it.
Yeah, man.
Guys, I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks again, man. Thanks for the Underground Noise Webzine for featuring us.
Oh, you guys are most welcome.